All right. Hey, David Hill here coming to you live from the Central Massachusetts headquarters of Central MAHomes.com. Central MA for Massachusetts Homes.com. I have today, I'm going to share with you 8 of the top issues to watch in real estate as you're going into 2025. As we're in the end of February, y'all, we're going into March in this area. I'm excited to be honest with you, coming out of the winter. But these are 8 things that you want to pay attention to. This is from the National Association of Realtors, Realtor Magazine. And I figured this would be useful if you want me to actually share, because it's going to be kind of an overview, is what we call this, just an overview. If you want me to share this with you, I'm happy to do that as well. Just go down and send me a direct message. So issue number 1 is going to be high financing costs, as you know. Now, just an FYI, this is both relating to commercial as well as residential real estate, not just residential. But right now, with the high financing costs, interest rates are creating some challenges, both on the residential and the commercial side, not just creating hesitancy and reluctance, but because of costs, some buyers are holding off on taking action. The other thing now, this is more on the residential side. Loan maturities are coming up. Loan maturities deadline. They're saying by the end of 2026, you're going to see 1.8 trillion in commercial real estate loans is going to actually mature, meaning there's going to come to the end of the loan where there's going to be a payment due, or these commercial owners are going to have to refinance. And that could be a challenge, right? If the rates are still really, really high. I know I'm in a situation where I'm in an investment property now. We had gotten a property with a really low rate, and we had to refinance into a much higher rate, which has definitely created some issues. So that's something that's coming up. Home insurance costs. We're all dealing with costs, everything going up. Y'all, eggs. I don't know about you, but we just paid like $7 for a gallon of eggs last week. But we're not talking about eggs right now. Home insurance costs have gone up everywhere. So again, this is something that's going to impact both residential and commercial real estate, and natural disasters have caused this, as well as inflation, everything else. They're saying it's around an average, y'all. Listen to this number. And you probably saw it. I mean, I know I saw it on both my auto and my homeowners policies. We're talking about an average of a 31% increase in premiums. I mean, that's huge. So if your premium was, say, $300 a month, now it's going to be what, $400 a month? I mean, or more than that, it'd be like $430. So just that is affecting buyers, both commercial and residential. Also, affordability is becoming an issue, as you can imagine. With, believe it or not, with everything going on, inventory is still low, but yet people still want more for their homes, which we're going to get to that in a minute. But with the interest rates high, cost of living higher, I don't want this to be a negative thing either. I mean, it sounds like, geez, as I read through this, I'm feeling a little more negative. But this is not about being negative, okay? Here's the thing: there's always people that need to buy and sell out there. There's always people that need to buy and sell. So we got to find those people that need to buy and sell. But this is information that we want to get to you if you are thinking about buying or selling. Sustainability is another one. So as obviously with weather, with green technology, with energy efficiency, all of that stuff, and properties now, the new codes here in Massachusetts. There's some new codes now with new construction that are pulling costs way up, like air systems and different things that are definitely affecting. I mean, it's supposed to be better for us health-wise, but yeah, the costs associated with these things are unfortunately pushing some buyers out of being able to afford these houses. Another thing that is going to be more on the and by the way, that also affects not just residential, but it affects commercial the same way, because now the sustainability in these commercial properties, office space conversions. on the rise everywhere. So this obviously is going to affect commercial, but that's, and in a lot of ways that's a good thing because we see a lot of people coming back into office space. Yet we are seeing a lot, like me. We use shared office space. We're with Venture X, so for us, we like the shared office space, but you're seeing more consolidation in commercial office space. And then finally, the last one we're going to talk about today is price gaps. I mean, as long as I've been doing this 23 years, I feel like there's always been price gaps. But now, with sellers seeing their properties worth this, buyers wanting to pay this, kind of getting everybody on the same page is even more challenging, especially now with the higher rates, higher cost of living, everything. So, getting people on the same page is what a great real estate agent is going to do. So today, guys, it's really about motivation, finding motivated sellers, motivated buyers, and then figuring out how to get them together. And that's what we do a really, really good job of. I've been through many cycles, ups and downs. And so, hey, I'm glad I shared this with you. I don't want you to think like this is this negative thing that David's saying, doom and gloom, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm excited. We're going into spring. I think you're going to see a lot more inventory coming, but just some things to know about as you're putting your property on the market, as you're thinking about pricing your property, as you're getting your property ready for the market. Look at some of our, if you go to my website, centralmahome.com, centralmahomes.com/blog, you'll see some staging tips on there. So if you're going to put your house on the market right now, you want to make sure that it's showing up pristine. You want to make sure it's showing up and being one of the best properties on the market. If you go to a supermarket, right, what do people do? They want the fresh bread, right? They squeeze the bread. They want the nice fresh stuff that's right out of the oven. Your house, we used to have this old joke in real estate, but your house needs to be the fresh, new house bread right out of the oven. Everybody's going to show up. They're going to scoop it up, and that's what we want to help you create. So that said, appreciate you. Let me go through the 8 real quick. High financing costs, loan maturity deadlines, home insurance costs, housing affordability, sustainability, office space conversions, and then price gap expectations between buyers and sellers. Y'all, I mean, some of these have always been there anyway, but just kind of want to give you that. This is what the National Association of Realtors sent out to all of us realtors. Hey, by the way, something to think about. Is your real estate agent or the real estate agent you're talking to a member of the association? Do they have the little R logo? The R logo means you're living and you're committing to a higher standard. Like there's actually a level that you have to adhere to when you become a member of the association, meaning there's rules and guidelines. And just between you and I, every realtor, in order to be a member, it costs between about $900 to $1,000 a year. And a lot of realtors just aren't willing to pay that to be part of the organization. But we do, because we feel it's really, really important to operate at those really high standards. So is your realtor a member of the association is another question I would be asking. Another question as you're thinking about realtors is, are you full-time or are you part-time? Do you have somebody that's just, hey, on the side they practice real estate and then they're doing other stuff? Personally, I want somebody that's full-time. That's their primary role is real estate. They're really good at it. They're dedicated to it. They can answer calls. They can follow up really, really quickly, and they're available. Really, really important, especially in this market where so much competition. And you know what? You can't miss, when a buyer reaches out, you got to be available. You got to get them over there right away. So I hope this was useful to you. Again, those 8 tips, if you want it, send me a DM. I look forward to it. And if I can help you in any way, go to my website, David. Just go to my website, which is centralmahomes.com /sell. You can complete a form there, and I will connect with you and get you whatever information you need. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with some other good information for you, because that's what we do. We provide the best information so that you can use it to make the best decisions. That's what a great real estate agent is going to do. Oh, let me end it. I couldn't even end it right. Let me